let's invoke Kalabhairava's presence, because today session is about death. So we need his grace to understand death and live the life. Kalabhairava is the Lord of time, space. He is the power of time and space. The most certain thing about your future is death. Everything else is probable. You may get a house, you may get a car, you may get a wife, you may get money, you may get kids. Everything is you may. Only one you are. What is that? But most unfortunate thing, the unawareness about death is permeating our life. Neither conscious of death nor conscious of the unnecessary influences death causing in you. Please understand. Neither death nor the unnecessary influences death causing in your body. After the age of 42, the depression men goes through, the psychological low men go through, and physiological low women go through. Means after 42 the women will go through the menopause. Physiologically they will have to face all aspects of death. Please understand. Because now one major part of you is going, I can say that you are crossing it. One major part of you is stopping its function. Same way after 42 for men, a major part of your being will stop functioning. Means the falling in love will be forgotten. After 42 you may fall in lust, but you won't fall in love. Till 42, even if you fall in lust, there will be falling in love. One of the biggest psychological part of you will be missing. In women, the physiological part will be missing. Actually, that is equivalent to death. Women go through physiological death after 42. Men go through psychological death after 42. That's why in Tamil there is a proverb, 40க்கு மேல நாய் குணம். Means you will forget how to love. How to love. Before 40, even in your lust there will be a love. After 40, even when you show the love, it will be socially polite or diplomatic. It will not be love. You forget how to love. The physiological effects of menopause and psychological menopause, please understand, men exactly go through the same thing of periods psychologically. When all women get physically matured, around the same age, when you are physically matured, you go through that effect psychologically in you. Then, just like women every month, 3 days, they go through the periods, men go through every month, 3 days, the psychological dip. If you make a calendar every evening during sunset, please understand, men, every evening during sunset, in your calendar mark how you feel today. You can have 3 scale, low, okay, good, mark. Just mark for 6 months. You will find exact 3 days. You will be having complete low for no reason every month. Men have periods, understand. Because it is psychological, you do not understand. Men have periods and men have menopause. I am sitting and writing a book. In this whole busy routine, every night I am sitting and spending a little time. I am translating some of the Hatha Yoga literatures. and studying, collecting some of the books from tantric literatures, comparing a big volume on men's menopause and men's menstruation, about the whole cycle. It is actually, menopause and death is directly related. If you are aware of death, menopause will not have its impacts on you, whether physically or psychologically. If you constantly think, oh God, death is certain, it is going to be, you will not live. If you completely forget about death, you are not going to live. The unawareness and worst thing is, you are constantly frightened about death, you carry fear of death, you carry the negativity about death, but you never get prepared. We carry so much of fear about death, and that fear penetrates in all our decisions in the life. I have seen, whenever I describe my pilgrimage, spiritual pilgrimage, people just love to do that in their life. Many people ask me, I really want to do that, Swamiji, in my life. I want to go. Especially the youth. They are terribly inspired. But what stops you doing it? Fear of death. You may not get food, you may get sick, and you may die. Unawareness about death. See, when you are not aware you are going to die, you live like a demon. And when you are constantly carrying the fear of death, you live like a dead body, bhuta. See, there are different stories about death in Indian tradition. One fellow goes to a guru and says, "Oh master, I do all kinds of nuisance. I steal, rob, rape, drink, must be a politician. And I do everything. Please somehow save me. Now I feel I have to change my life." And Guru says, all right, you go and lie down in your house, in the bed, and above you just hang a sword in a very thin thread. Any moment it may fall on your head and you will die. Sit like that for 7 days and come back. And this fellow was, anyhow, Guru has said nothing can be done. He sits and he neither feels like eating nor feels like sleeping, because while he sleeps, if the sword falls on him, what will happen? He spends all the 7 days and comes back to the Guru. Guru asks, in these 7 days did you steal, rob, rape, drink? He said, nothing. Where is the time? I am just waiting, and when death will happen, where is the time to do any of that? Guru says, because you are constantly remembering your death, you did not do any of those actions. So remember constantly death is hanging on your head. So you will be not doing any of those bad acts. But this is not a complete solution. You will not do bad acts, okay. That guy that 1 week did not steal, rob, okay. But he did not do anything good also. He did not make himself useful to society. He did not enrich the world. And neither you will do good nor you will do good bad. You will do bad, you will be just sitting like a buffalo. Then what is the use of human life? That is not the solution. You understand? Solution is neither behaving like Uttarakhand politicians, not thinking that about death, neither not knowing about death nor whole day thinking about death is going to make you live life. Life happens to you, listen, while you know about death and have solved the inauthenticities, irresponsibilities, lack of integrity can be caused by death. Listen, knowing what is death, what will be happening after death, and not allowing the fear of death or lack of understanding about death making you inauthentic, irresponsible, lack of integrity is the purpose of today's process. Getting it? Many times I have seen people saying, anyhow I am going to die, why not let me drink? Why not do whatever I can? No, people tell, if you tell in this way, you are going to die, why do you want to drink? Why do you want to womanize? Why do you want to steal others' property? They say, anyhow I am going to die, then why not enjoy as much as I can? So, not allowing the misunderstanding of death to lead to lack of integrity or inauthenticity and irresponsibility, and making the right understanding about death. Actually, I tell you, the right understanding about death will remove fear and all fear and death fear from your life. And first thing will be, you will not have menopause problem. And you also need to know, menopause problem does not stop till death. It starts 42. It doesn't stop till death. The effects of that will be there because it reduces, or you get accustomed to it, you don't realize. Removing nor understanding about death causes so many problems which pervades throughout your life. Many moments of powerlessness happens because of wrong understanding about death, because of wrong realizations about death. I will give you from my personal experience 5 stories from my own experience, how each death happened in my life raised me to the next level of understanding about life and death. And then I'll lead you into the process, not physical death, but psychological death, so that your body also is purified with the new consciousness. See, when you go through a psychological death and come back and settle in the body, even your body will be new. Even your body will respond to it newly. Before I start, the stories on death and lead you to the death process, just few minutes, sit straight and close your eyes. Let's invoke the Kala Bhairava's presence. Give a deep prayer and offering to Kala Bhairava, requesting him to reveal the signs of death to us. Please close your eyes and make us all experience the right knowledge and right understanding about death.